What is going on, everyone? Before we get into the video, we got breaking news. This is coming out of practice. According to Aaron Wilson, center slash guard Juice Scruggs will miss a few games due to a foot injury. The last couple of weeks, Juice Scruggs has been your starting left guard. He is primarily your center. Hasn't been playing well all year. The entire offensive line for the Houston Texans has been playing well all year, and they have another injury. Now, the question is, who is starting at left guard? A lot of people were thinking Kenyon Green. He is back at practice, but no, it is Zach Thomas at left guard today. This is from Cody Stutes. The Texans claimed Thomas off of waivers in early November. He previously played for the New England Patriots. He's listed as a tackle. Thomas played left guard for the Patriots a little in week 3. He played a small bit of right guard in college. So not a lot of experience at guard. However, I feel like the Houston Texans are just throwing something up at the wall and hoping that it could stick. The interior has been absolutely horrible. This would now be the 4th starting left guard if it is Zach Thomas. We've seen Kenyon Green. We've seen Kendrick Green. We've seen Juice Scruggs, and now potentially Zach Thomas. Let's go ahead and continue with the video. We are reacting to the NFL's game preview that they do weekly. This episode is brought to you and powered by BetUS. They're giving everyone a 150% sign-on bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. On your second or third deposit, it's a 125% promo bonus. YouTube 150 gets it done, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking at the odds here for the Houston Texans versus Miami Dolphins matchup, and currently the Houston Texans are 3-point favorites. You saw me put $300 on the Texans yesterday. I might do another bet tomorrow. But without further ado, let's jump into today's episode.
Week welcoming the Miami Dolphins to town, fresh off a little OT shift that kept their season alive.
Good protection, throws it, end zone, touchdown Dolphins win, Jonnu Smith. What a throw by Tua.
Tua to the rescue versus the Jets. Miami, now a game under 500, have won 4 of their last 5. Offense got it going again last week, 32 points, so 32 plus in 3 of their last 4.
Second and goal.
Yes, guys, ever since Tua Tagovailoa came back after that big injury, they've been playing damn good football. I will consider this win a big win for the Houston Texans if they do indeed get it done. You heard the announcer, winners 4 out of their last 5. The game that they lost, they were in Green Bay in the snow. They couldn't handle the weather. But other than that, the Miami Dolphins are playing damn good football right now.
Nothing. Touchdown.
Only 1 for 9 on 3rd down and no run game. But Tagovailoa comes in hot. OT game winner was one of 2 he threw versus the Jets. 330 plus yards, rating over 100. Has thrown for 285 plus yards 4 straight games.
1st and 10. Smith again. Blocked by Lamb. Blocked by Eichenberg. 14-yard pickup.
He takes on a stout Houston secondary this week, aided by a beast pass rush. Texans holding teams under 23 points per game, top 10 on 3rd down.
Hunter wraps Levis up and takes him down.
Texans secondary holding quarterbacks to a low 80s rate to the lowest completion percentage in the NFL.
Lawrence will go deep. It's intercepted.
This is where I thank the football gods that Derek Stingley has played a full season. Kamari Lassiter right now is healthy, because I could not imagine our backup cornerbacks against Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. The Miami Dolphins offense is legit, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Mike McDaniels is an offensive guru. There is a reason I want him to get fired and be our play caller next year. He is as bright as they come, as funny as they come. The Houston Texans offense with a Mike McDaniels would be so deadly. The pass rush here has to be one of our keys to victory. The Miami Dolphins offensive line, despite giving up 0 sacks last week, they are without both their tackles. Will Anderson Jr., Daniil Hunter. They need to get to Tua Tagovailoa, put him on his back, force them into down and distance situations.
Derek Stingley with the pick.
Texans DBs play versus wide receivers. 91.3 rating allowed, slightly better than average. Tyreek is slightly better than average, 115 yards and a touchdown last week.
To the end zone, caught, touchdown.
I really hope Derek Stingley stays on Tyreek Hill the entire game. We've heard some people criticize Kamari Lassiter for his 4.5 speed. I would not want to see Kamari Lassiter guarding Tyreek Hill.
That was Hill's second 100-yard game of 2024. Jalen Waddle came up a yard short of a C-note, 9 catches. He's gone for 99-plus yards 2 of his last 3.
Two to the air, and underneath they go. This is Waddle.
Texans defense versus running backs as pass catchers, 78.2 rating, second lowest. Devon Achane, 45 receiving yards, week 14, has 6 receiving touchdowns for 2024.
To a 1st and 10. Achane looking for a block, and he gets it from Eichenberg. And he's down to the 3.
And tight end. Texans are top 3 in rating versus them. Jonnu Smith, the game winner, plus 44 yards. 6 straight games over 40 yards. Been a major factor for them.
Jonnu Smith, first catch today.
Dude, the Miami Dolphins have so many weapons. Their wide receiving core, their tight ends, their running backs. Any one of those guys could be a big play just waiting to happen at any given moment. This Houston Texans defense is going to have to play perfect football against this offense.
There he goes, galloping into the secondary, and finally brought down. He's been one of the best tight ends in the NFL this season.
Tua has 3 guys with 5+ sacks to dodge. Tim Settle with 5. Will Anderson, 9.5 in 11 games. Daniil has come home with 10.5 on his hunting trips.
Levis being pursued by Hunter from the backside, and Hunter takes him down.
Tagovailoa, week 14, not sacked once on 47 pass attempts. Huge improvement over the week before.
2nd down 10, and they go downfield.
Jets pass rush isn't that good.
Achane on the ground in their win, just 24 yards, 1.7 per carry. He's been under 3.3 per carry in 3 straight.
Achane, stop behind the line.
Texans front also tough on running backs, holding the position of 4.1 a run, right side of average, which is where their offense ranks in scoring for the year.
Sweeps the left side into the end zone for a Houston touchdown.
Right around 24 points per game, but not good on 3rd down or in the red zone. The primary culprit for their offensive inefficiencies, their O-line. They've given up 42 sacks. C.J. Stroud facing one of the highest pressure rates in the league.
Pressure coming.
This is why I feel like if you just put up a decent pass rush against the Houston Texans, you have an opportunity to win the football game. Before we get into more of that, right, we go back to what he said about the Miami Dolphins offense. They cannot run the ball on the ground, and they had a 0-sack performance off of 42, pass drop backs. And you heard what he said after, much improved from last week. The Miami Dolphins offensive line, they're not healthy at the moment, guys. The Jets pass rush is not good. They're facing one of the best pass rushes in the NFL with Will Anderson Jr., Daniil Hunter, and Tim Settle Jr. Those 3 guys alone could have ruined the day for Miami, but we need to play technically sound football.
Down he goes.
Miami's pass rush bagged Aaron Rodgers 3 times. Zach Sealer, 2 of them. He has 6 now.
4-man rush. Got by 1. Got by 2. And down he goes. Sealer.
Stroud facing a group with an average pressure rate for the season. CJ, 15 touchdowns, close to 240 yards per game.
They bring pressure. It's picked up. Stroud throws wide open. Dalton Schultz, and he will waltz in for a Houston touchdown.
Sub 90 rate, though. 9 INTs, too. Dolphins secondary he draws next. Gave up a rating over 100 to Rodgers. A touchdown, no picks, over 330 yards.
Wide open. Was Wilson in bounds? Yes, he was.
They are holding quarterbacks to a sub 90 rate for the year, though. Play against wide receivers, middle of the pack, did allow over 100 yards to Devontae Adams and Garrett Wilson. They get Nico Collins next. He leads the NFL in receiving yards per game at 104.
Nico Collins wide open.
Tank Dell, 45 yards per game, couple of scores.
And he makes the good completion to Tank Dell for a 1st down.
Tight end Dalton Schultz, a little over 30 yards per game.
Finds Dalton Schultz. Schultz able to break free and get a first down.
Joe Mixon, 24 receiving yards per contest, 88 per on the ground, 11 touchdowns, 7 C-note games, out there like Joe Moses, doing it for the Ratchets.
Good cutback in a big lane. Mixon kicking onto the speed now. And
Not sure why wrenches are so sought after, but I'm not a mechanic either. Miami's defense held New York's rush attack to 83 yards, 4 per run. Houston leads Miami 8-3 overall. They beat them the first 7 times they faced. 2003, the first, David Carr hit Corey Bradford on a 78-yard touchdown. Jay Fiedler, remember him? Miami quarterback, 3 touchdowns, 2 to Chris Chambers, who had 118 yards that day, but 2 INTs. Texans down 20-18 with 25 seconds left. Chris Brown, finish them.
With 30 seconds left, the snap is down, the kick is up, and it's good. And that's it. Game over. The Texans beat Miami. No expansion team has ever won its opener in its first 2 years.
Wow, you heard that right? No expansion team has ever won its opener in the first 2 years. Here is the experts predicting the game. We have 6 compared to 4. However, everyone's expect this to be a high-scoring game. I will say this, it is going to come down to the Houston Texans offense, because Miami is going to score. There's no question about that. But can the Houston Texan offense, I'm looking at quarters 3 and 4, can they awaken in that moment? Can they have the big plays? Can they be consistent with Joe Mixon on the ground? That, to me, is the biggest key. Can they put up points? Can they sustain drives? Because with Miami, the way they're playing right now, they're firing on all cylinders on the offensive side of the ball. That's with their offensive line not being very good. With that being said, guys, let me know your thoughts on the game preview, the reaction. Should I do more of these? We're going to also bring back reacting to the games on Monday, but it was the birthday. We were dealing with some holidays. We'll be back next week for more Houston Texans content. You guys know what to do. Come back for more. This episode is brought to you and powered by BetUS. Do not forget the 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. On your second and third, 125% promo bonus. Promo code YouTube150 gets it done. You guys have a very blessed day.